Bed rotting is not relaxing you. Neither is doom scrolling. It's disconnecting you, and honestly, when was the last time you went outside? Not to get in your car, not to walk to work, not to run errands, but just to exist outside for a few minutes. As a society, we have convinced ourselves that rest equals staying inside and hiding from the world. But I think one of the reasons we all feel anxious, burnt out, stressed, worried, we've become so disconnected from the very thing we evolved alongside of, nature. Whenever people say, just go touch grass, they make it sound so easy. But what if you live in an apartment? Or you're downtown? Maybe even in a neighborhood where it just isn't safe to wander around. A lot of people think reconnecting with nature is hiking mountains, camping every weekend. That is a way to reconnect with nature, but it doesn't have to be that. And good for you if that is what you're doing. Like, I wish, okay? I wish. But nature isn't somewhere you have to travel. It's just something you need to learn to notice. When I was pregnant with my youngest son, I almost had a miscarriage, and it resulted in being on bed rest for months, and it was brutal. Like, I hope that energy never finds you. Even after he was born, I still worked from home. I rarely left the house. I was inside. And by this point, I had been inside, it felt like a solid year. No joke. And honestly, even after I returned back to the office, I was stuck inside an office building with cubicles all day. There was no magical forest waiting for me when I got off work, when I got home. I barely had a backyard. What I did have was a parking lot, some trees, some birds, and a lot of clouds. I would even park my car out of the way so that I could walk by this little patch of grass in hopes that I would see a bird or a feather or anything. Like anything. I was just anything. Give me nature. Give me what you got. Grass at this point, I don't care. I need it. I'd like to see it. Thank you. Somehow that was enough. These little moments helped remind me that the world was still moving, nature was still naturing, and it helped me feel connected again. So start with whatever you have. If you're blessed with a front porch or a back porch, a backyard, front yard, whatever, if you've got some kind of yard, go sit out there for 10 minutes a day, 10 minutes a week. It'll change your life. If there's a park nearby that you can walk to and it's safe, go walk one lap. If you have a street with a park bench, go and sit 10 minutes. Watch the world pass by. You don't need hours. You just need a few intentional moments. But if you do have the ability to travel once in a while, plan a little day trip. Invite somebody, a family member, a friend. Like, we're all starving for a little adventure in our life and a little nature in our life. We don't want to do these big obligations where you have to go and get dressed up and go be fancy and put on. No one wants that. But I guarantee you, if you invite somebody to a day trip where you're just exploring a park, they're going to say yes. They're going to say yes. But maybe none of these are options for you. Maybe you don't have a safe outdoor space. Maybe transportation is difficult. Maybe you're physically limited. Start with the window. Seriously. That's literally what I did. Watch the clouds. Listen for rain. Notice how the light changes throughout the day, throughout the seasons, throughout the year. Look for birds and squirrels. Watch the leaves move in the wind. Better yet, open up the window and let the breeze come through. Reconnecting with nature starts with attention. Even domesticated pets like cats and dogs When given the chance to be at the window, they're going to be at the window, okay? They want to watch those birds. They want to watch every little thing on the street. And here's something I've noticed. You don't actually have to be in nature to reconnect with it. When you live in the city or a suburb, nature has a funny way of finding you. Maybe it's a red cardinal painted on a mural. Maybe it's a butterfly on someone's shirt. Maybe it's a feather tattoo, an owl on a coffee mug, a fox on a billboard, or an alligator on a sign at the bar. When you start paying attention, you notice nature is everywhere, even if you're not in nature. It's literally woven into every day, every aspect of your life. And the goal isn't to escape your life, it's to reconnect with it. Nature isn't just found in national parks. It's in your neighborhood. It's on your commute, your lunch break, your windowsill. Let me know your nature situation. Do you have any difficulties getting access to nature? What are your workarounds? Like, what are you doing right now? And as always, if you'd like a place to come hang out and discuss these things with like-minded individuals, join our Discord. There's a link in the description below. Thanks for watching.